guys, welcome to the Homestead. So I usually put videos out for my patrons, and sometimes I take those videos and then later on put them out on the main channel. And that's what we're going to do today. So this will be initially released to the patrons and then released to my main channel sometime after. I want to talk about this issue of, how I lost weight. People have noticed over the last couple of years I've lost weight, I've bulked up, I've gained muscle mass, and people who have asked, hey, Zach, you look like you're in great shape. How are you doing it? If you go back to some of my previous videos, oh my goodness, you can see like I have this fat face, and like I think the most I weighed, I'm 5'10". And I weighed, I think, about 220, 230, 225, something like that. And I lost like 50 pounds. I got all the way down to 170. Right now, I'm hovering around 175-ish. I like to hang around that number. If I get too low, I start to feel detrimental effects. Plus, I'm gaining muscle mass, so it's going to be hard for me to continue to lose weight and gain muscle mass. So I'm doing push-ups every day. I usually do 100 push-ups a day. I lift weights I have in the house, and I do some other things as well. I have ankle weights where I use, and I basically put my arms up, and I'm like lifting my knees up and putting my ankle weights on my ankles, and so that's helping my legs stay fit. And so I'm doing all these things, and people have noticed. If you're new to my channel, I can tell you that I do OMAD. It's called 1 meal a day. I eat once a day. Not always, but most days. There are times where I'll do 2 meals a day, or I'll cheat a little bit. And a lot of people have tried OMAD, or what is otherwise called intermittent fasting, and they find that it's very, very hard. It's very, very hard in the first 2 weeks that you try it, okay? People have said, oh, Zach, I've tried OMAD. It's just not for me. I just can't do it. Bullcrap. You're lying to yourself. You're absolutely lying to yourself. You can do it. You don't want to do it. You don't have the willpower to do it. And let me explain. I know that sounds really harsh. You're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you insulted me. No, the reality is you can't do it. You're weak. Don't tell me you can't do it. Zach, that's just not for me. When I was in the military, I was in the infantry, and we had a number of soldiers who came in, who enlisted with me, and they were overweight. And let me guarantee you, they lost weight. And it's not because, the reality is they had to have a sergeant, a drill sergeant, or they had to have the structure of the military to make them lose weight. Because on their own, they could not do it. They don't have the willpower. They don't have the endurance to withstand the temptation of turning away from food. They don't have that. And many of you don't either. So the reality is you have to either find a way to make this easier or force yourself a way to do it. Okay, these guys in the military, they were overweight. They came in, and I remember, I don't remember all the stuff. They were basically allowed, because you had a chow hall, and then you had barracks where you lived, right? You cannot keep food. There's no way to get food, other than going to the chow hall, because you're under lock and key basically all the other times that you're in basic training. And so the drill sergeant says, okay, buddy, you're overweight. Here's what you're going to do to lose weight. And they basically give them salads, and I know they gave them peanut butter. Peanut butter was a big one to give the people who were overweight, and other things. There was but basically they lost weight, and then they worked them to death. The simple solution to lose weight is to eat less, move around more. Eat less, move around more. But the problem is, in our society, food is abundant. Food is everywhere. It's cheap, relatively. Now it's going up. But you can get fast food. It's no big deal to just go home from work and pull into a fast food drive-thru and load up on a bunch of nonsense that's going to keep you fat. And so that's what people do today. But in basic training, you don't have that ability. You don't have that ability. So, OMAD, getting started with OMAD, the first 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks especially, is going to be very, very hard. You're going to be there's going to be a couple days where you're just bound up in the fetal position on the couch, wishing for life to end. Because your body is resetting. It's used to eating all that stuff every day. It's used to the sugar the content that most Americans eat. And when you're weaning yourself off that, if you can do this, if you can, have the endurance to withstand all of that pain, after about 2 weeks, it goes away and your body resets. And then you can continue to do OMAD and watch those pounds fall off. And, there are certain plateaus that you will hit with different weight loss programs. And sometimes those plateaus go on forever. The longest OMAD plateau I ever had, and it was about 5 weeks. It was about 5 weeks. I was very frustrated. Jamie was very sick, and she was dying of cancer. But she was still encouraging me. She said, "Just get past. You won't have a plateau that lasts longer than 5 weeks." And she was right. At about the 5 week mark, almost right on the dot, like my plateau gave way, and poof, I started losing weight again. But I stuck with it, and I will do OMAD the rest of my life. I will, because I know it works. I don't ever want to be fat again. I don't ever want to have, be like I did, look like I did back then. I love the fact that at age 45, I look great. I feel great. And so I'm going to share with you some secrets on how I did that. Okay. Now, I did not have the willpower to do OMAD right out the gate. Okay. So here's what I did. I did what's called TMAD. TMAD. It's basically where you're going to do 2 meals a day. Okay. And I did that for about 6 months. And over a 6-month period, I lost 7 pounds. Not that great, but not bad. 7 pounds is pretty good. Over 6 months, I lost 7 pounds. Okay. I was eating 2 meals a day. It's an easy way to start where you're just not in the fetal position all the time. You're going to be hungry. You're going to feel it, but it's not going to be that bad. And then I switched from the TMAD, the 2 meals a day, over to OMAD, 1 meal a day. And the transition was much, much easier. But I stayed disciplined, I stayed focused, and I endured. And there was a little bit of a hard time that I had to go through doing that, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, it wasn't near as bad as it could have been if I just went straight to OMAD. The way you can cheat and help your OMAD is with something I always promote, and that is zeal. So I learned about zeal when Jamie was sick with cancer, and a friend of us recommended it because we were trying to juice all the time. But there was times when we were at clinics and we were at doctor's appointments and stuff, and we were just going to be away. We couldn't juice, and so we wanted something we could take with us that had all the nutrients of basically fresh, veggies and all kinds of fruits and good things that we could mix together, wholesome ingredients, whole food ingredients that we can mix together. And someone told us about zeal, and we tried it, and I loved it, and she loved it, and it was good. It helped us. So this is something I've been using ever since. And I know I've noticed a difference with it. When I'm doing my OMAD, I will eat my 1 meal a day. And then at the time where I would eat my 2nd meal a day, I'll have a zeal. Okay. And I'll still lose weight. Now, I can't do OMAD. If I just continued to do OMAD, I would lose weight into oblivion. I would just be nothing. So there's times now where I've reached my goal weight where I do now eat 2 meals a day. But if I'm going to be strict about it, and I want to make sure, hey, listen, I'm getting a little heavy. I'm like at 178 or 180. I'm like, okay, I'm doing OMAD for like the next 4 or 5 days. I'll eat my 1 meal a day, and then on my 2nd meal, I'll have a zeal. And this will help me lose weight. Okay, it's a way to cheat. It's a way to get your body to calm down. Your body's like, I'm not getting what I need. What are you doing to me? Have a zeal. It helps. It helps. This stuff is expensive. I know everything's expensive today. Okay, but if you're really trying to lose weight, it's worth the money. In fact, it's worth far more than they're actually charging you. Okay, and not only that, it's whole foods ingredients. Everything's gluten-free. It's vegan, and it's kosher. Okay, great product. It includes all kinds of amazing whole food ingredients, plus lots of great stuff like maca powder, lychee fruit powder, grapeseed extract, fennel seed extract, goji berry, alfalfa powder, ashwagandha powder, which I love ashwagandha. It's a great supplement. I even take extra supplements of ashwagandha. Anyway, turmeric extract, beta-glucans, which is great for your white blood cell count, milk thistle, moringa. I mean, it's so much great stuff in here. And also, the one ingredient that is, I think, amazing for people who have high blood pressure, high cholesterol. If you have heart issues, the niacin. In fact, I take extra niacin. I do what's called a niacin flush every so often. Look that up if you want to, but it has the niacin in it. And people who have heart issues, who are just bedridden, with heart issues and artery issues, there's a very good chance, I have to watch what I say, there's a very good chance you will see a marked improvement if you put something like this that has niacin in your diet. Other people have reported me the same thing. If you have heart issues, if you have artery issues, if you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, put niacin in your diet. This is a great way to get it. And something I would highly, highly recommend. I'm not a health provider. You need to go talk to a doctor. There's my legal stuff. Other supplements that I take a number of other supplements, but the two major ones that I take at age 45 to help me stay in shape and keep my workouts good and help me maintain my weight loss and stay where I want to be. And I've maintained my weight now for over 2 years. Over 2 years I've maintained my weight. So, I mean, I love it. I will never do anything else besides OMAD and sometimes TMAD, 2 meals a day. I will never do anything different. The other two supplements are this, multi-collagen protein. Guys, when you turn 45, you will notice, when you turn 40, you will notice there's a change in your body. Your body at the age of around somewhere in your 20s stop producing collagen, okay? And it takes some time to catch up to you. My goodness, if you have cloudy nails or your hair is brittle or you have skin issues, this type of collagen, and it's got the 5 types of food source collagen, type 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10 collagen. This stuff is amazing. It's made from only beef. Okay, it's all kosher. It's non-GMO. It's all beef, and this stuff is amazing. And you guys, if you're in your 40s, you cannot, and women too, you're not producing collagen. Okay, you're not producing it, and I have noticed a marked difference in my nails, in my skin, in my hair. Collagen. I can't recommend this enough. Amazing product. This is for men and women. Men and women. Now, the next one that I take that I'm going to recommend is only for men. And this is something that has really helped me also in my workouts. And you also, when you get to a certain age, you stop producing testosterone. And your body it takes some time for you to catch up to that, but you notice it after about age 40. And I found out about pine pollen. I get mine from Lost Empire Herbs. I mean, I'm not promoting any product. I'm not getting any kickbacks from any of this stuff, okay? I do sell the Zeal, okay? The Zeal I do get a kickback from, okay? So if you buy the Zeal with the link in the description below, you are going to help the homestead, and I really appreciate that because I believe so strongly in this product. But the pine pollen, guys, if you're in your 40s or older, just thank me now. Because it will produce testosterone for you, and it's if you're working out, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to be fit, you're trying to look like you're in shape. Pine pollen, it is, and it's got other benefits as well. I'll just leave it at that. But amazing, and it's all natural, no chemicals. It's just pollen from pine trees, just pollen from pine trees, 100% pollen, just pollen. The ancients have been using this for a long amount of time. Great stuff. Read up on it. Again, I get my stuff from Lost Empire Herbs, source of phytoandrogens, and just pollen from pine trees. Amazing. Amazing. That is the two supplements. I take other supplements. I take the astaxanthin. I take ashwagandha. I take vitamin C, D, zinc, stuff like that. I have other supplements. But these are the two that I would recommend beyond the Zeal, especially if you're a man, age older than 40. Those two are products. Again, I don't get any kickbacks for those. I do get the kickbacks for the Zeal. But listen, guys, if you want to lose weight and you're trying to be in shape, because the reality is, when it comes to preparedness or homesteading, you need to be in shape. That's your biggest prep, is to be physically active, be physically fit, have some sort of physical fitness in your life. And if you don't have that, you need to get it. Okay? You need to be exercising moving around every day, doing something. And the Zeal helps me do that, helps me stay in shape. The OMAD helps me do that. I've lost the weight. I will never put it back on. It was the biggest thing. Learning about physical fitness and working out was the biggest thing to help me get past my grief and start the process of getting past my grief when I lost my wife. And so I recommend it to everybody. Physical fitness, working out, staying in shape, losing weight. Zeal helped me do that. I highly recommend Zeal if you can get it. Guys, here's some tips. Okay, if you order this under the Smart Subscribe, the option, when you click on the link below, you're going to save like $10, okay, on every can, okay? So get that. If you want even more savings, you can sign up as a consultant. I know it's not one of these high-pressure, multi-level marketing. I hate those. People a while back tried to sign me up under that Melaleuca crap. You can't even, once you sign up, you can't even get out. That's when you know you're in a cult, when you can't get out. I can quit this anytime I want. But the Melaleuca people, it's like they want you to sign forms and and give away your firstborn if you ever want to exit out of that company. I hate that company. That company is crooked. But Zeal, it's not high pressure. It's nothing. Listen, if you want the discounts, fine. You sign up under a consultant. Maybe you have some friends or some family. You can sign up under this too. You'll even get more savings. You'll basically get the thing for free. Okay? It's worth signing up as a consultant if you want to do that. Do it if you can. Okay, I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to be your uplink or whatever to help you sell more. I'm not going to send you emails and be like, hey, get some more sales this way. None of that nonsense. Okay, I don't do any of that. It is multi-level marketing, but there's some good companies out there that do MLMs. You know, you have Good Living or Natural, the Young Living and doTERRA, oils. I love that stuff. Been using it for years, but I'm not into the whole MLM stuff. But I'll buy their product because it's a good product. Same with Zurvita, okay? They're structured the same way, but they're no pressure. Hey, if you want the product, use it. Wasn't there? Shackley is another one like that too. If you want to use it, use it. We're not going to pressure you. And I love that about that company. They make a good product. It's a wholesome product, whole food product, but they don't pressure you. They're not, looking at you to try to make some kind of crazy sales numbers or anything like that. Insane. But if you do sign up as a consultant, you can experience the savings. And it's worth it. In my opinion, it's worth it, and I'll be using this for a long time. So, that's how I stayed in shape. That's how I lost weight. I lost weight with Zeal. I lost weight with working out, being disciplined, and doing OMAD. And I'm going to maintain that, for the rest of my days, if God willing. So, people have asked, Zach, how do you stay in shape? How do you lose the weight? Because they'll look back and they'll see some of these old videos. They're like, oh my goodness, do you look at him? He's huge. Yeah. I lost like 50 pounds in a year, and I attribute that all to OMAD and Zurvita Zeal. So it's been a good experience. All right, guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite you have a workout program, if you have a favorite diet program. If you've tried OMAD and it didn't work for you, consider trying it again. Okay, you can do it. Don't tell me it's just not for you because you're lying to yourself. You can do it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Any other good supplements, leave them below too. I'm always interested in learning more about supplements and good things that help benefit good health or promote good health for my benefit. All right, guys. See you next time in the homestead. Bye. Hey, guys. I'm happy to introduce an American Homestead sponsor, Zurvita Zeal. Now, first off, I only accept sponsors from products that I use and believe in. My family uses Zeal mainly because we want to ensure a healthy immune system. You see, it's made up of only whole food concentrates and includes no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The included sweetener is all natural from fruit and the stevia leaf. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it's kosher. In 2018, my youngest son was involved in a bike accident that resulted in the surgical removal of his spleen, and that's an important part of his immune system. And because we live on a farm, you can guess that having a healthy immune system for our family is very important. Some of the included ingredients are beetroot, chicory root, turmeric, moringa, blueberries, cranberry, goji berry, milk thistle, ginseng, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. It's these natural ingredients that can easily be made into a powerful and tasty drink that my family can make and feel good about. So sign up and give it a try today. Every purchase you make goes to help the homestead so that we can continue to make great homesteading videos for you. Link is in the description below. Go ahead, give it a try. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.